Shalom, it's the brother Kadash. I want to start off by giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Peace, blessings, and honors to all the brothers in this truth. I actually got this, laying back and on Apostle Tahar. He made a video about it a while ago. I just now seen the video, and he spoke about this, and he spoke about Canelo and Plant, which is perfect examples. If you look closely, it's perfect examples of how the Israelites come looking like other nations, not just Caleb Plant, but even Canelo. They come with the light skin. Canelo got red hair and stuff like that, but clearly, if you follow the sport of boxing and follow their careers like I do, you will clearly, the spirit should bear witness, that these are Israelites. So let me get that precept real quick. This is Romans 8 verse 16. The spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of God, that we are the children of God. So when I'm discerning, you got to be a very spiritual man to be able to discern these things. When I'm looking at Canelo, without a doubt in my heart, in my spirit, I could see that in my spirit, I could see that he's an Israelite. If you was to ask me, you think Canelo's an Israelite, I would be like, yeah. If you'd ask me the same thing about Caleb Plant, even though he looks like a so-called white man or the Edomite, both of them, I would clearly say, yeah, they're both Israelites because of the spirit, but that's because I follow their career, and this is the perfect example. So I must say again, it's not that all nations could be saved, it's that the Israelites that were scattered amongst all nations and that come looking like all nations can be saved, This is Deuteronomy 30. Let me jump to it if I can find it. This is gonna be real quick, kind of just laying back on that because it's really a perfect example. It's a perfect example. This is Deuteronomy 30 because this was prophecy. That this will happen to us. This is Deuteronomy 30, verse 1. It says, "And it should come to pass when all these things are upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither the Lord thy God has driven thee." Because the Lord scattered us and driven us amongst all these nations. Another quick one off the top of the head. This is Zechariah chapter 7, verse 14. It says, "But I will scatter them with a whirlwind among all nations who they knew not. Thus the land was desolate after them, that no man passed through nor returned, for they laid the pleasant land desolate." So it just goes to show the proof that the Lord, and there's so many precepts that show that the Lord scattered the Israelites amongst all nations. There's so many of them, right? So even if you go to Matthew's, if you jump right here to Matthew's 24, and it tells you the prophecy of what's going to happen when the Lord returns. This is Matthew's 24. Let me see where it's at. Verse 31. It says, "And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other." So why he's going to gather his elect from the four winds of the earth, from the elect, because they were scattered throughout the four winds of the earth, pretty much saying that they were scattered throughout the whole earth, so it's showing you that it's not that every nation could be saved. That was a false doctrine that was that came by the way of like the Catholic Church, but it's really showing you that the Israelites were scattered into all nations. So you have to be an Israelite by seed, by blood, and you may come looking like all other nations, but you still have the opportunity to be elected to be saved. Just like Canelo has the opportunity, Caleb Plant has the opportunity, even though they look like Edomites. They have that pale red skin, just like Esau is described in Genesis chapter 25, but they have that same pale red skin, but they're Israelites. So it's the perfect example. And like I said, Romans 8:16, the spirit bears witness. So we could discern these things, being spiritual men, that these are Israelites and that we are the children of God, So hopefully this has been edifying real quick. With that, I'm going to say salvation to the elect. Shalom.